Hey there, SagutoGolfers, Tom Saguto here, and I said I'd make this video because of your awesome successes and accomplishments over the past couple weeks. Can you believe it's just been a couple of weeks? Some of you have been working on this material, and I wanted to go through and share some of the experiences people are having with the golf school and with their golf games and how transformative this is for them. And it's incredible. I couldn't be happier for you because people are shooting the scores they never thought they could shoot. And they're making the most out of the game they love. They're hitting the ball farther than ever. They're making this insanely buttery, crisp contact. And I'm just jumping up and down over here. I can't contain myself, so I want to share it in a video with you. So let's just go down with some of the experiences. Let's go through some of the experiences right here. I'm just gonna read through some of them. Special shout out to Jeff, by the way. He was taking an online lesson and he went out next day, drove the green on a par 4, proceeded to shoot a 38, which is really not normal for him considering he shoots around 43, 45. Fantastic job to Jeff. We were working on it. He showed me a scorecard. Check that out. Here we go. Stacy, longtime golfer, always struggling for consistency. And I decided to give your website a try a couple days ago. Give Stack and Tilt a try. And just based on the videos and the indoor swings, he took it out for his Saturday and Sunday rounds. Oh, pretty bold doing it right off the bat. But normally that would be a big mistake for most of us, really. So he took the swing change to the course without a lot of range practice, and the last 9 holes were pretty incredible. I'm already a 100% believer, no turning back. This is definitely the best swing for an amateur player. Fantastic, Stacy. And I remember when you sent me that email, I was right there with you, really excited to hear about your progress. And when you take something to the course like this, it's scary. You're taking a new swing to the course without practicing it, and it works out. That should give you an indication of what you're dealing with. It's a lot simpler. It doesn't require so many moving parts and a lot of coordination. That's why I love what I'm teaching you, because you can just go out and do it. All right, let's move on. Ray. I've maintained a 12 to 15 handicap with a driver distance of 215 yards, 215 yards at best, and the 7-iron between 138 and 142 yards. I saw your video on 3 things we were taught wrong. I wanted to argue with you at first, but then I said, why not try it? I have not been to the range recently with this coronavirus yet, but I played yesterday in a local blitz, no warm-up or range balls, and I couldn't believe my irons. My 6 and 7 iron flew straight and longer than ever. One par 3 was to a back pin position of 161 yards. So he's hitting to a 161 yard shot with his 7 iron, and it finished behind the pin 10 feet. So he airmailed the green. I had three putts for birdie and missed them all, but I never have putts for birdie. So that's unusual and it's really good. That's fantastic. I joined your lesson plan. I'm very happy to be on board. I'm happy to have you on board there. And best of luck to you, Swingin' Ray. Randy, I had to join after watching your YouTube videos. Hit the Sky Track, which is a launch monitor, and I hit my 9-iron 150 carry first try with the new stuff. Normally I hit at 135 with my best shot. So we've picked up 15 or more yards here. By the end of this virus crap, I hope to beat the pants off my buddies. That's awesome, Randy. Keep it up. Buzz, I have tried many systems. You really break a very complicated athletic movement, the golf swing. Yes, it can be complicated if you make it into a very easy to understand movement. And that's all I'm here to do, is make it simpler for y'all. I didn't make this stuff up, by the way. I'm just taking it and making it as easy as possible for you to do. I signed up for the online course you have in the $10 monthly plan. I'm truly excited again. Yes, golfers, it's time to get excited about golf again. Golf has gotten stagnant, if not on the downtick. It's getting less popular now because people are saying it takes too much time, it's too hard, it costs too much money. We can knock out the too hard, too much time just by doing a simpler system. So you're spending less time on the range, more time playing, having fun, and you're gonna get out on the course more because you don't have to spend so much time maintaining your swing. So you're gonna hit farther, have more fun, play more golf. That's gonna be a solution to fixing golf today. All right, let's move on. Jeff, Stumbled across one of your videos yesterday, incorporated your 2 main points. Really impressed. I can't wait to go out on the course tomorrow and see if this is just a dream. Jeff, it is not just a dream, it is reality. I will pinch you in person if I have to. All right, moving on. Tom, stumbled onto your YouTube videos. I'm a 9 handicap, but I don't hit too far and was struggling with ball striking this spring. I kind of followed Jim Hardy. He's the one playing guy. He's 62 years old, and he's hitting balls in his backyard using some of these swing ideas, and he's just trying to figure out when reality is going to set in because he's hitting it so well. I almost hate going out to hit because I keep wondering when reality is going to set in. Like, when's it all going to go to crap, right? Well, it won't, because it always works if you make the right motions. And that's the beauty of this. Like, we're not guessing here, it's always gonna work. Each time, my strikes are as good or better than the last time. Thanks for the help. Hope it doesn't stop. And I hope I can take it to the course when we reopen. That is what I'm talking about. I can't wait for him to go out and see that first buttery strike off the turf. But yeah, practicing in the backyard, a lot of us are doing that right now. Keep it up, you can't go wrong with it. It's a great time to work on the right motions, the right arm, the shoulder down, the tilt, whatever you're working on. Jeff, another Jeff. Got a lot of Jeffs on YouTube. You have me super excited about golf again. Yes! Matthew, I'm 63 and I began playing when I was 10. This is a lot of stories I get on YouTube here. This is Matthew though. I hear this a lot. A lot of people in their 60s, they've been playing forever and they've seen the same old flat line 30 handicap for like 40 or 50 years. It's unreal and it's frustrating. I feel your frustration. I'm 63, began playing golf when I was 10. I played as low as a 4 for many years. About 12 years ago, I hit a shot to a par 3 and it felt like somebody stuck an ice pick in my back. So he's got some back pain issues because of golf. For years, I could barely play, and I even sunk as low due to the backswing pain into a period of full swing yips. Ouch. And can you imagine how depressing that is when you can't play the game you want to play? You want to play golf, but you can't play it because you're in pain. No, that's no fun. And that's a lot of people out there in pain. And not just Matthew. I mean, tons of people. I teach a lot of 65-year-old golfers and older. Pain is a very real thing, and we work to get rid of as much pain as we can in the swing. For years, I could barely play. I retired 3 years ago, and I had time to rehab my back, but I still couldn't swing a club to save my life. Well, you're just working with the wrong information. So this past weekend, he found my videos, and today was beautiful, and I had the opportunity to give your teaching a try. I hit it better today than I have in years. So it wasn't perfect. I didn't expect it to be perfect, but my good shots were just so solid and pure. There is hope, SagutoGolfers. There's hope for you. Just stick with the system. It works. All right, Mark. Just wanted to drop you a note thanking you for your awesome YouTube videos. I watched most of them recently, and then went to the course the following day and kicked butt. Of course, he didn't write butt, but you know, I don't curse on this channel, so we'll use butt. The first 6 holes were not very good. I like that he's honest. 6 over par in the first 6 holes, but then it clicked and I reeled off 9 pars in a row. Yeah. Now, for somebody that shoots in the 90s to have 9 pars in a row, that's like cloud 9. I mean, you're not used to seeing that track record of continuous boring golf, what we call boring golf, making pars. You don't usually see that as a 90s golfer. You'll see something like this. It's a roller coaster. To see this, it's like going to Bora Bora, sitting in a beach chair and taking a vacation and enjoying your nice iced tea. All right, I finished bogey, par, bogey, mostly due to fatigue, to shoot an 80. 10 shots better than my usual 90. And that's coming out first day doing it. He just looks at the YouTube video, works on it in his living room, goes out to the golf course. He's a 90 shooter, shoots an 80, almost shoots 79. You can do that too. These are people just like you and I. They're all out there playing golf. I can't remember when I hit the ball this high and straight. I had 12 fairways in regulation and 10 greens in regulation to your great instruction. Now, if you hit 10 greens, if you hit between 10 and 12 greens, that's an easy 79. I mean, assuming you're not making huge numbers, but if you're playing typical par, bogey, maybe a birdie in their golf, if you hit 12 greens, you're gonna shoot in the 70s. More good news, he gets back to me a week later. I just shot a 78 yesterday, thanks to your instruction. Whoa! Congratulations, Mark. Woo! I would be jumping up and down. You went from 90 to 78 in 1 week. Come on, let's get with the program. It's in the system, it works. This stuff works, and it gets me excited because every time I'm teaching a student, it doesn't matter who it is, if they're learning this for the first time, they're learning this, and we're just improving it, it's always just as exciting for me as it is for you, every time. It amazes me that a system like this can work that consistently, but it's rooted on physics and geometry, so it just works. I'm used to working off of the traditional system. In the past, you know, you still have that in the back of your head when you did the old things, where you're just wondering in the back of your head, when's all of this gonna go down? Like when is my score gonna go back up again? When am I gonna start hitting the crapper again with my golf game? Because the traditional swing was always like this with my game. A roller coaster. You play great, you play bad, you play great. You just never knew what was gonna show up next day, so you go to the range, hit thousands of balls to make sure you never lost it. But with this system, you don't lose it. It never lost, it's always there because the information stays the same. You can keep going back to the same concrete things. So no more roller coaster. All right, here we go, moving onward. Hi Tom, thanks so much for your fantastic videos. I started golf October of last year, so he's a new golfer. I often had pain in my right knee and lumbar spine after a golf lesson or driving range session, so that's no good. Pain and you're just starting out. That doesn't create golfers. That ends up driving people away. Because we don't want to go see it. We don't want to have to see a chiropractor and pay extra money just to play golf. After 2 hours of learning the new swing that you were teaching, I had no pain at all. Yes! And I also hit the ball straighter and more consistent. Best wishes from Germany. Keep safe and healthy. Thank you so much. When you are starting off and you're working with the right information, this is just what happens. No pain, that's a big one. I had pain as well. Had to find something else, or else I had to give up golf because I'm not going to play through pain. Found what I'm teaching you now, gets rid of the pain. All right, next comment. Even though you're an S&T guy and bought that course a long time ago, you actually teach it an easier way. So I'm teaching the same things. It's just that I'm teaching it in the way that I would teach it to somebody. I'm teaching you just like I teach somebody on the range. I've come up with some quirks, some sayings, just like a lot of instructors will come up with their own little things. It's the same information, just packaged probably in a way that I hope you can understand it as well. My goal is to keep it as simple as possible because the information doesn't change, it's just the delivery of the information. And if I can make you laugh in the process, that's what I want to do. Rick took up golf a year ago at age of 63, shooting 90s for the most part. That's pretty good for starting a year ago. Watched many YouTube lesson videos, but to no avail. Found a guy named Tom Saguto and has totally changed my golf swing, but he's also added a positive can-do outlook. For that, I would like to send you a humongous thank you. Well, thank you so much, Rick. I hope that this year be the year that you break 80. Let's go out there and make it happen. Marty, I stumbled across some of your YouTube videos last night. Man, you really make sense. You may be my last hope. Well, I'm glad that I'm here to help you, Marty. I've felt the same way, like the last hope in golf. What's gonna happen if I go click on this YouTube video? All my life I've been watching myself on video trying to get club high above my shoulder and then drop it down in the downswing. The two-plane swing ain't working. Marty, I agree with you. Hopefully this system will get you playing your best golf right away. Bill, Tom, I joined your golf school just about a week and a half ago and just wanted you to know that it has helped me greatly. I went from shooting 88 to 94 to 81 to 83. This is a week and a half. I am so jealous, guys. When I play golf, you know, it was just a struggle, but when you work with the right information, it happens immediately. I just discovered you today on YouTube, listened to 2 videos, and all I can say is amazing. For the first time in my life, a golf teacher got through my thick skull. Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta whack somebody with a wedge enough times and it'll get through. I hit balls in my simulator for 3 hours straight. And it was like looking at a stranger. Thank you, anonymous commenter. That's so awesome. 3 hours straight, that's a heck of a session. It means you're not getting tired and you're just having fun. Brad from the UK. I'm a scratch team captain. So he's a scratch golfer, team captain based in the UK. I love my golf more than most. I practice 6 days a week. So this guy is really committed. I know some of you out there love to get out and play golf that much. It's great. However, my game has been awful, gone from a 5 to an 8 handicap in 2 years and heading massively upwards. So his game is just getting worse and worse. I feel bad for him. And I can relate to that. I've also had about 1,000 lessons, and I'm embarrassed to go see my teammates, and I'm the laughing stock of my closest partners because he's probably playing with a lot of scratch golfers, so he's just tanking. I was taught to get the high hands and the high hands up here in the backswing to get the club on plane. It ain't working, and I'm so fed up. A lot of you are out there like that, fed up. However, I stumbled across your channel and I was intrigued. My old swing used to be pretty flat and I suffered from a massive hook. And then I stumbled across your Hogan video with the right arm stuck in tight to the body. I just had to break out of this martial law, sneak out and sneak onto the golf course and try it out. So he snuck out on the golf course while this whole virus thing's going on. Good man. You can tell he's a real golfer. And my first 5 shots, I hit a 7-iron about 170, all within 6 feet of each other. That's nuts. That is stupid. That is nuts. This got me very excited because I haven't done that in about 2 years, despite crapping myself thinking I'm gonna get arrested. I hit another 5 balls just to make sure it wasn't a fluke, and they were all the same. Slight draws, and now I'm flipping buzzing. The love for golf came back instantly. Yes, this is the kind of enthusiasm golf needs. We need people to get excited about playing golf again. Wow. All right. Your instruction to turn my shoulder 90 degrees to my spine totally made sense, and I used my right hand to hit the club, hit the ball. You're right, opposite of what I've always been taught. So don't be hesitant to try something new. Because of this virus, all of my courses and ranges are closed, so I went to a spot by my house, hit some used balls, and it totally worked. My irons were awesome, even the driver. Just need some practice with the shoulder turn. Fantastic, another anonymous commenter. Your comments might be used in these videos. I'm gonna do this on a weekly basis. BJ. Took this to the course today. I actually haven't played in quite a while, but hit balls around my house and at the range a little. But by far the best ball striking round I've ever had, considering I'm not practicing or playing much. Wow, short game on the front 9 was pretty bad, but I shot even par on the back 9. Can't thank you enough for this instruction. BJ, I'm happy for you. Keep up the great work. Best ball striking round I've had. And he hasn't even practiced. We're not working hard here. If you're working too hard to get it done, you're working too hard. It's really that simple. It shouldn't feel like you're working so hard. Philip, got to hand it to you. My ball striking has never been better, easier, and fluid since I've taken your lessons to the range. I feel like a Hogan. Thanks again. Glad I subscribed. Ryan, dude, you rock. I just found you on YouTube and you changed my game just by one single video. I can't say thank you enough. I've been struggling to hit the ball for over a year now. Wow, what a difference. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. I'll be watching all of your videos here on out. Well, Ryan, thank you for being a subscriber, and I look forward to seeing you on the channel more often. DC, SagutoGolf, thanks man. I watched other stack and tilt guys, but the way you explain it just made something click in my head. Super easy to understand and follow. Yeah, we just want it to be simple. My goal is simplicity here and making sure that whatever I'm saying clicks. So, thank you, DC. MR, I love it. So easy to follow and practice. This swing works so well for me. I am very happy I started to change my swing. I now hit it very solid, very clean, and much further using all of my irons, rescue, driver, 3-wood, everything. That is so cool, MR. Thanks for sharing. Rob, what a breath of fresh air you are, mate. I went out to my net and whacked a ball just as you said to, and I didn't even feel it come off the club head. We're onto something there. I can't wait to get out on the course and see how straight and far it's going to go. In the meantime, I'll keep practicing at home. Thank you. Awesome, Rob. Effortless power. If you don't feel like you're doing anything, you're doing something right. Nick, hey man, I just wanted to say thank you. I've struggled with my swing for years, and after a couple of weeks of watching your videos online, a few range sessions, I brought my new swing to the course and broke 90. So I don't know where his game was before, but he probably was struggling maybe in that hundreds and upper 90s realm. The improvement was out of this world, and it was the first time I felt in control and having fun. I love how you simplify everything to make it so easy. I just want to say thanks again. I really appreciate your content. Nick, get out there, and we're just going to keep that train rolling. Let's get that scoring barrier down to breaking 80 now, because you're going to find this is like liposuction for your golf game. It just knocks off all the unnecessary shots. When you simplify the swing, those first 20 shots between like 180 are the easiest to knock off when you get the swing down. And when you're working with something easy or simpler, it just happens a lot faster, as this guy just did it after a couple of weeks. So we're seeing this kind of theme in 1 to 2 weeks of people playing their best golf they've ever played. Joshua, dude, I've been watching your videos lately, and boy, I can tell you it works wonders. I was struggling in the high 80s for a few months. Lately, I ballooned into the low 90s. I practice way too much to be in that category. Don't we all feel like sometimes we don't get enough out of our practice? All my clubs are now exploding off the face due to your 10-minute range session and that lawnmower technique, the pulley swing, if you recall that. I finished my round with an 85 today. I will never go back to traditional golf lessons again. I can safely say that after watching every golf YouTube video in the book, yours is the simplest and most effective to dominate the game. Anytime you come to Houston, look me up because I owe you a round. All right, well, I'll have a beer with you. Let's see if we can do one digitally. But if I do go to Houston, I'll keep you in mind. Here we go, we got some more. Tom, just discovered you this week. I play to a single-digit handicap. Put your simple swing thought into my head today while playing, and probably had the best ball striking day in a long time, all with a 3/4 swing. So he's probably doing the shortening of the backswing. Yeah, it's amazing what you do when you, less is more a lot of times in golf. Less is more a lot of times. All right, my only challenge now is that my eyesight isn't great. So this is an older player, and he can't see where his ball's going now because it's going too far. So you have corrected 90% of my golf swing challenges, but I can't afford a swing meter to tell me how far my clubs hit. Thank you for your knowledge, it's amazing. So if you can't see where the ball's going because you're hitting it farther, I think that's a good problem. Jerome, 68-year-old golfer, watched your video and worked on a swing change. I was over the top, went from driving the ball 210 with a fade to 260 plus with a draw. 210 with a fade to 260 plus with a draw. You know what that's like overnight? That's an entirely different golf game. That's a transformation. Woo! Amazing what happens when you have an efficient golf swing. All right, here comes another anonymous commenter. You have simplified something made complicated by too many options, information overload, and complicated swing thoughts. I like your delivery and passion for the instructions you share that are obviously intended to help us hackers experience what you have and make it easy on the body. A repeatable, consistent swing and enjoyment of the game. If I can shave 20 strokes from a round, you will be getting a socially distanced hug. Well, I wish you all the best and hope it works out for you. Keep working on these things in the system. The system just plain works. Here's another anonymous commenter. Goes against everything I've been taught in my 30 years as a hacker. Can't wait to apply this in my game. Yes, this does go against everything you've been taught because the mainstream information isn't working. If you want to know why, just go to any range and look and see how many people shift, lift, release their hands, and turn their shoulders level. They learned it from somewhere, so they obviously were taught it from either a magazine, video, instructor. And if you were doing self-taught, that counts because the information in the book that you're teaching yourself still leads to have the same problems. But if 30 years ago somebody would have said, we're going to standardize all golf instruction, make everybody turn their shoulder down, keep their weight forward, take the club in, we wouldn't have any of the problems we have today. Maybe 50 years ago if they would have done that. It'd be a totally different handicap range. For the average score would be below 100, well below 100. All right, next comments are anonymous. My game was a total mess. Your vid has done more for my game than any lesson I've ever taken. Most instructors just confuse me. I am one outing into your instruction. I feel like a new man. Hit the ball great today. I'm a disciple of yours for life. All in, thanks. Woo! Hey, look, if I can help you play your best golf, that just makes me happy. So we're gonna keep that train rolling. Want to thank you for the great knowledge. I've been to 3 well-known golf schools and came away with very little improvement. That's so frustrating. You spend like 3 to 5 days at a golf school thinking you're gonna get the next secret nugget, and it doesn't happen. I feel bad for people that end up doing that because, and I've seen in some golf schools, it's been the traditional, a lot of times it's the traditional philosophy. So you're just getting the same old stuff that I'm telling you not to do. Plus you don't have one-on-one time a lot of times with an instructor. If you do go to a golf school, I really suggest the Stack and Tilt Academy. You'll get it done there. The video on tilt, turn, and extend was great. I've been doing the opposite. So this is the guy that went to 3 well-known golf schools. He's been doing the opposite, which is level, lift, and then he's probably got a drop and all that stuff. Best golf lesson I've ever seen. I did this and was shocked how well I hit the ball. It's pretty simple. Tom, I've been searching for years to find a swing to help me make more consistent ball contact. It's always been too heavy, too thin, nothing consistent, frustrating to say the least. I came to your videos 3 weeks ago. You made it simple to understand. And I've been stuck at home like everyone else in my yard practicing over and over the swing that you show on your videos. And what I noticed is my club's bottoming out the same spot every time. So he's got the same spot point of contact. That's fundamental number 1 in the golf game, golf swing. Having the same point of contact every time, the bottom of the swing. Dropped a couple practice balls down to hit into the woods, and when I hit the ball, it sounded like I snapped a branch. The crack was just at what I was looking for, pure contact. That crack of pure impact, you can't beat that. When you get that and you hit that shot, you're addicted, you're hooked, you got the golf bug. All right, thank you so much for that awesome comment. This guy is a genius. No, I'm just taking information that has been around and making it easier for you, but I appreciate the compliment. I thank my lucky stars for stumbling onto his channel. This stuff really works. I was a complete basket case until I started using his techniques. In a matter of a few hours, I completely resolved years of confusion and bad information. So this stuff happens immediately. This stuff just absolutely works for me, and I hope to give it a try. It will blow your mind. Yes, it will. If you switch, it will. All right, here's another one. Guys, this is 2 weeks of stories from people. There's a lot. I had to condense it down. I've still got about 60. I had to condense it down. Keep sharing them. Just keep sharing them, because the golf world needs to know that this stuff works. I love your honest approach to the game. Been playing for a while without any lessons. I used to smash it real good and straight. Being an athlete of many sports, would shoot in the mid-70s consistently. I wanted to improve, so naturally I sought instruction, yes. And for the last 10 years, I progressively got worse. So even from the 70s, and he started skyrocketing, and his score went up. I'm completely unconfident in every aspect of the game. It's a long story, and I could probably rival War and Peace length story with you right now in a conversation. but after watching one of your videos, I began to pure it instantly. The information works, y'all. I can't believe I've wasted so much time with a lousy swing and, more importantly, lousy instruction. You seem to speak terms I really understand. Not sure why, but I do. Thanks a lot for your videos and your less complicated way of instruction. So, yeah, just break through the mold that hasn't been working. You'll fix your swing. It'll happen. It's just instantaneous. One video. Been watching Tom for a while now, and his instruction philosophy has been spot on. I'm making crisp, clean contact with all clubs, greater distance and accuracy too. I wasted a lot of time following all these gurus and techniques they share on YouTube. Sure glad I found SagutoGolf, and hope one day I can take a lesson with Tom. Well, I hope I get the chance to see you too. Another anonymous YouTube comment. Keep up the great work. Tom, I'm from Ireland, and I came across your YouTube videos this week. I've been playing golf on and off for 10 years and really only taking it seriously the past 2 years. I'm very self-motivated and have an average carry with a 7-iron of 180 yards. But my carry went down to 150 and 160 yards, so he lost like 20, 30 yards because he started working on something that related to dynamic loft of the club, and it changed his swing. He didn't like it. But then he said he lost all that yardage, tried everything to get the ball speed back, and his handicap went up to 22. As you can imagine, that caused complete disillusion and frustration with my game, but recently he got that yardage back due to watching these videos. So he's back to hitting his 7-iron 180 yards. Woohoo! I recently subbed and joined your online school. The impact on my game in a short time since I discovered you is absolutely stunning. So 1 to 2 week time frame or less, you start seeing the results. It just happens if you do the information right. All right, this comes to us from Tom in Phoenix, Arizona. Best golf instruction video I've ever watched, and I'm so glad I found your videos. I'm 72 years old, good shape, been playing golf for 62 years, and I played twice with your instruction, and my scores have dropped from mid-90s to 286s with some stupid mental mistakes, or stupid mistakes. Drives go 230 versus 200 to 210, and I'm lethal with my golf buddies because I have a 19 handicap. Yeah, everybody's gonna be chasing after you, Tom, when they find out that you're shooting the scores you are, and they're gonna say, sandbagger, but in the good sense. You know, you're playing some great golf. Keep it up, Tom. Tom, just want to say thank you. Been playing for about 8 years. I'm so right-hand dominant and struggle with coming over the top. Stayed at a 15 handicap. I spent hundreds on lessons, and it's like they can't fix it, but they expect me back. Unbelievable. I literally watched your video. You've been swinging the club wrong your whole life, and then I just went out and played one of the most consistent rounds of my life doing the things you taught. My swing feels so natural now. Again, thank you. Wish you were in Texas. Well, you know, I like Texas. I like South Carolina, though, a little bit more. But I'm right here on the internet teaching to you, and that's fantastic. Hit the ball the best you've ever hit, and just by watching a simple video. All right. Lastly, it's been one heck of a week, y'all. I'm running out of air. You guys are doing great. Keep up the work. And if you have a swing story or a golf story that you want to share because this is helping you out, please do. I will put it into this document and I will use it to make a video. Tom, I have to tell you how much I enjoy your lessons. I started using your method on Saturday. I just played Saturday and Sunday. I'm driving it farther than I have in 20 years. Just remarkable. I also got rid of my big hook that I got whenever I tried to hit it hard. This is awesome. At least 20 yards further and more like 30. Thanks, Tom. So, SagutoGolfers, you can start playing your best golf today, and it doesn't take a massive change. These are all people, because my channel has recently just been exploding. People are starting to discover the simplicity, and I think the virus has a lot to do with it. But they've just started to discover this, and so they're totally new to it. Completely new, a lot of them. Most of you are completely new because you've been learning the traditional instruction way. And what we're seeing is in just maybe a week's time to 2 weeks, you are experiencing the best contact of your life, you're playing the best golf of your life, distance is up, You're probably figuring out that now you've got to play a good short game because you're now around the green in fewer shots. So this isn't a fluke. I am just reading to you testimonials from people that are trying this out. Some people see it within a day or two of just doing the new information. So I'm up here in my golf lair putting videos up for y'all, and I just can't contain my excitement. I want to share this with you and know other people out there across the country and the world are seeing the best golf game they've ever played in their life. Just change the computer program and you too can make the most out of the game you love. Check out my online golf school in the link below. It's $10 a month. It's really simple. Walk you through everything you need to implement this swing system. And I want you to get it. I really do. I want all of the world to get this. I don't want this to be some exclusive thing that's just reserved for a few people. I want everybody in the world to play good golf. I want the handicap to drop. I want the average golfer to shoot in the 80s at least. And I want everybody to have more fun so that golf can see some real growth and fun and enjoyment again. And I appreciate y'all watching these videos and that you're sticking it out on the channel. And there's a lot more coming from me in future episodes. So thanks again for watching and keep up the great work. I'm your coach. Let's make it happen. Let's make the most out of the game you love today.